Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीन बंधो जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So thanks for joining today's call. Yeah. So I think in the last sessions we went through the process of yoga. Let me pull that. Which one is this? Not this one. One moment. Mhm. Which one is it? Okay, here it is. Um, Okay, so here we discussed about the yoga. Okay, yoga means what? It's starting with the word called yuj. Okay, yuj, and it means, what does yuj mean?
Religion?
Mm-hmm. Okay, it is religio, correct? But what does that mean?
It's connection to the God.
Correct, connection to the God. Religio means connection to God. Okay, so that we discussed. So when it comes to dharma, okay, there are so many dharmas. What do you mean by dharma? What do you mean by dharma?
Way of life.
You're saying way of life. Okay, what else? What does dharma means? Can we say it's a religion? Have you heard dharma means religion? Right? Whether they say it is a Hindu, right? Christianity, then what? Islam. We say all of them as dharma. Right? What else we say as dharma?
Right way of doing things.
Right way of doing things. Okay. Right way. Okay.
Or
Then
doing good, whatever we do, doing good to others.
doing good to others. Doing good to others. Okay. What else? What else do you think that dharma means? If someone cheats, Now, what do you say? Is it dharma? We say no.
No, that's dharma.
We call as adharma, cheating, right? All of that, cheating or not cheating. We say, like what happens to Pandavas in the Sabha of Kauravas? What we say, it's a adharma, right? Okay. So we say all of these things, right? But what actually dharma is, it is that position which cannot change. In this case, I have a certain way of life, okay? And I got some, normally it happens with all the material people. There are some tremendous, there are huge difficulties problems come in their life. What does men do? They break the regulative principles. They go to the pubs and they drink, or they eat, or they enjoy something else. So it changes, way of life is changing. Religion, today I'm Hindu. Some person comes and converts me into a Christianity. Okay, and someone comes and converts me into Islam. Again, that changes. So when we say right way of doing things, suppose we think it is right, but it may not always be right. And sometimes we cheat. The 4 defects we went through. What was that 4 defects? Imperfect senses, illusion, mistakes, and cheat. So what dharma actually means is that thing by which, you, whatever position it is, it will not change. That is the actual dharma. In English, what we call this dharma is nothing but, okay, constitutional position. Constitutional position. It is very important to understand. Constitutional position. What do you mean by constitution? Let's do directly Google. We know constitution, right? What do you mean by constitution? By government, there is something put, a set of fundamental rules that define how a country or state is governed. So there is a set of things that is defined for us, for every soul. And that position does not change in any part of your life. Whether this body, next body, you take a no human body, you take animal body, you take demigod body, doesn't change. Jalaja Navalakshani. Remember that verse we went through? How many? Where was that verse? Okay. One verse we went, right? From Vishnu Puranam. It comes Jalaja Navalakshani. 9 lakhs of what? We have souls in water, like that. So what is that does not change even when you change the bodies?
The soul.
Soul does not change, okay? Soul remains the same, okay? From anywhere to anywhere, even soul remains the same. What else? Okay, right now we all have soul, right? Along with soul, what else we have?
Chitta.
Chittaha, Sat, Chitta, Ananda, okay. Plus, next, what else? Right now, what we have? We have a body.
Body, yeah.
Right? Along with the body, what do we have? There are 2 types of bodies we have. One is called gross body plus subtle body. What a gross body means? The 5 senses, mind,
Physical body.
physical body. That means sense of sight, smell, taste, hear, and touch. That is gross. 5 senses. Okay. Subtle body, mind, intelligence, and
False ego.
ego. These are the three, right? So imagine when you're changing the bodies. Say some person has changed from human to a dog. What happens? Even the dog
His
has the
body changes.
yes, yes.
All the physical things will change, like your body.
Mm-hmm. But it also has got five senses.
But the extra three senses is not going to be in a dog.
No, no, no. It's going to be there. Dog
Oh.
don't have intelligence. They will smell
Mhm.
out. I remember when
Yeah.
I was in a village. We used to take dog with us. We never let the dog inside our home. We used to have the dogs, for protection. So when we go from one village to another village, my elders used to say, "No, you take this dog along with you. We don't tie that dog, but we just take it along with it." And I used to ask why. Because even if it becomes dark, by the time you come, the dog will show you the route. It knows the route, how to come. The sense of smell is so strong. The smell thing is so strong that it can, based on the smell, it can retrace its path backwards. It
Yeah.
has.
That's why it is
Uh,
typically used in all investigative stuff.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Canines. Yes, it has got a very. It'll find out the drugs. It'll find out all the things.
Yeah.
False ego. What about false ego?
They don't have.
Oh no, then why do they bark? When new person comes, the moment the new person comes, it barks. It has ego. You see, when you have ego, what happens? You will revolt. You will try to shout or be aggressive over dominatives of something. Obviously, it has mind. That's why there is mind is a place where intelligence is there and ego is there, right? So dog also has same thing, no?
But not all creatures will have those things, right? Yeah. Dog
All
will
the
have.
hmm?
All the creatures, all the forms of life don't have some of these, right? Like
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that. What is the next life form you want to talk? Dog we spoke. What is that now? Jalaj. One minute. Let me take that word. Jalaja Navalakshani. Hmm. Jalaja Navalakshani. Jalaja means the fishes. Okay. Oh, which one did I? Sorry, this one. Okay. Okay. Dog we have done. Fishes. What about fishes? Do fishes have all the five senses?
yeah, I guess so.
Hmm? Okay. See,
Guess
these are
so,
the
yeah.
gross and subtle senses, right? It has smelling, touch. Okay. Oh, what happened? See, 1 minute. Okay, ignore the numbers. So we have sight, fishes. See, octopus is there. There are some kind of fishes where you will not find that it will have eyes. Bats, bats, the flying bats, they don't have that eyes, but still they fly and they'll come back to their nests. So the purpose of eyesight is, what is the purpose of eyesight? What
To
is the
see.
purpose of this? To see,
To see.
okay. Just to see, what else?
To visualize things or to make decisions.
Okay, make decisions for what again?
By seeing whatever you're seeing, like how to react or how to act or whatever.
Okay. For uh, who is the beneficiary there?
By saying it becomes as a memory.
Memory. Okay. Okay. What are the four things which are similar between animals and humans? There are four things which are common to animals and humans. What are those?
They can move, they can see, they can hear.
Okay. Not everybody can hear. Actually, if you say snakes don't have ears. What are the four things which are very common between humans and animals?
Thinking.
Thinking. That is actually different, actually. I'll tell you, it'll come in a different way. Thinking, you're saying, okay. There are four things which are very
Maybe
common. Huh?
biological needs,
Biological needs, yes. That
like
means
food,
what is that?
food,
Eating,
water,
sleeping,
Exactly. Eating, sleeping,
Mating.
mating, then defending. Ahar nidra bhaya maithunam cha. There is a word, no? Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha. The other one I showed you on the other day. Let's see the verse. 111. In Hitopadesha, it comes that Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha pashubhir samanaha. Okay. So if you see whatever the eyesights that bats have, the fishes have, finally it is for these four things. Any senses, whether hearing sense, smelling sense, touch, taste, everything are utilized in these four. Do you all agree?
yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So then that means all the senses are used, okay, and who directs it, how to eat, how to sleep, how to mate, how to defend, the intelligence tells. Have you seen in the birds kingdom, you see all the males are very attractive. You see the peacock, it is a male peacock which has a feather. You see the female peacock, it does not have any feather, it's just like a very lame bird. I didn't even know first time it is. Oh, I was asking my mother, what kind of a bird is this? A female peacock doesn't have any feathers. It's only the male peacock. I'll show you that. I hope you are all seen. This is mostly the female peacock looks. It doesn't have any feathers, nothing. The male peacock has it. Okay. In parrots also, in every kind of, like in all the um, birds or animal kingdom, you'll find that males are very attractive. Why? Uh, does certain dance. There are some certain shows. If you see National Geographic Channel, you'll find so many documentaries on that. Why is that beauty is there? Everything to attract a female for mating. So it is using its mind, intelligence, and everything in that procreation perspective. So basically, five senses you have. How to utilize, what and in what way to utilize, everything is, this is the beneficiary. How to eat, how to sleep, how to mate, how to defend. Apart from this, they cannot go out of that four spectrum. They cannot go. The Lord made sure that they don't go. Okay. So why I'm saying all this is, there is, see, whether you are in a dog, right? Whether you're in a dog, whether you are in a fish, okay? Whether you are a human, or what else? What are the other one? Whether you are in trees, sthavara, you know that sthavara? Which one was that? Sthavara. Sthavara means that do not change their positions. Sthavaras, all the plants and trees. Do they have the five senses? Do Sthavaras have the five senses? Hare Krishna. Do they have the five senses?
I think trees' biological structure may be different when compared to human and animal.
Okay. Do they have the touch?
They don't have touch, yeah.
Oh no, they have, Mataji. That's why immediately, the touch feeling they do have. Okay, touch me not plant, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the moment you touch it, it'll close the leaves.
Yeah.
They have it. They may not respond to our stimuli. That's a different thing, but they can sense. The moment somebody is cutting the branch of a tree, the roots are, through the roots, it sends the signal to the next tree that I'm getting cut. And the next tree sends the signal like that. So when a deforestation happens in one part of the forest, the signals is sent immediately across all the uh, the entire area that that we are getting cut. And
But
that why the cucumbers, cucumbers, when you cut cucumbers, right, Matajis, you might know that what we do with the moment you cut, we do something. What do we do that with cucumbers, especially?
we peel the skin.
No, actually, we are trying to do that. Before that, we're supposed to do something.
That we
Cut
remove
the
that
sides of
poison and
yeah,
Huh? Go ahead.
we
both the
remove that
sides.
poison.
Exactly. You cut on one side and then you rub both the sides.
Yeah.
Why we do that?
To remove some toxic content which is there in that.
Uh, Toxic content. Not exactly, but you're close. It's not toxic, but
It's little bitter in taste. So
exactly, it is bitter in taste. So you see, it is there even in YouTube. You'll find it. No scientists have found it, but we know it from grandmother's side. We know what we have to do. Okay, so what happens is that cucumbers, if any animal comes and bites it, it immediately releases. The moment there is a small cut, immediately what it does is it makes its inner uh, flesh bitter, so that some animal will not come and poke it and take it away. If it is sweet, right, all these things will eat, the rabbits and the rats, every animals will all kinds of animals will eat. So cucumbers have its own defensive mechanism, that the moment there is a cut, it will make itself very bitter. So we humans, we know that the moment we rub that, because of that rubbing things, it you have to rub it in such a way that the lather, what is lather? Lather comes out like this.
White kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, lather in cucumbers. You have to rub so long, not like little. I don't know if it is there. Oh, something is showing. Like when you rub soap, no, like this, you see, this is called lather. So this lather comes out onto the cucumber. You have to rub till that point. Then the bitterness of the cucumber goes away. So what I'm trying to say is, sorry, I'm getting into all general knowledge thing, but for our this thing, it has got its intelligence. Plants have got their intelligence and their mind.
I have one question on this, Prabhuji.
Mm.
Like, why we don't get that mercy feeling or like gut feeling when we cut the vegetables or plants, but when we when we are killing the animals, we have that some painful feel inside us. But why not when we do with that of trees and plants?
Okay. One is Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. There is one verse I showed you last time. Jivaha Jivasya Jivanam. One Jiva has to live on another Jiva. That is the rule. Okay. So with animals, see, it is in Hindi. They say Jaisa Anna Vaisa Man. Hmm? Uh, the kind of food you take, that's how your mind becomes. So even in English, they say you are what you eat. Okay. So for our kind of mouth, the mouth that we have and the body biological structure that we have, we are naturally vegetarians. We are supposed to eat only vegetarian food. We are not meant to eat non-vegetarian. Okay. So all the biological way of non-vegetarian animals you see, carnivorous animals you see, they will not have the long esophagus. The esophagus is the canal which starts from mouth and it until the exit point. That is called esophagus canal. For vegetarians, it is very long, very long. And for all the carnivorous animals, it is very short. Okay, why? Because immense amounts of acidic juices are excreted the moment they eat. That's how their bodies are made and all that. So why we no do not have is, first of all, the the plant based food is our food. Without that we cannot live, and that is why we and they don't have that feeling, this what do you call, the senses that come out, uh, that are seen vividly like in animals. If you cut the throat of a hen, you see how it suffers. But if you cut the entire tree trunk, nothing happens. You will not see it. Will feel the pain, that's a different thing, but you won't feel it. You don't see it. See why.
Also, Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt you, but I read somewhere that because trees or I mean vegetables or trees or all these plants,
Hmm.
though we cut them, they have the property of regrowing, right? So it may not be the thing with an animal, like
Yeah, that is there. One more thing, if we
that
grow paddy, rice, then the entire plant is cut.
yeah. Yeah, of course, there are some exceptions for that, but that's one of the thing. That's what I.
Okay. So yeah, that's right, Mataji, what you see. Okay, this is the boon that was given. If in Srimad Bhagavatam it comes actually, Indra gives the boons to the plants. Okay, that even though when they are cut, if their roots are intact, they can grow. They can again grow themselves. Why? Because when Indra got the Brahmahatya Patakam, that means when he got cursed, sorry, when he killed a Brahmana, okay, so he got that offense of killing a Brahmana. That killing of Brahmana were taken by few people. One was women, one was the water, one was the plant, and the fourth one I forgot. Fourth one I forgot. So the plant, right? When it the gum comes out of the plant, right? So that has 1/4 portion of the offense of killing a Brahmana. That's why we don't touch it. Okay. So at that time, because the plants have taken that offense of Indra blesses the plants that although you are cut, even if you are cut, that you will regrow yourself. That was a boon given to him. Okay. So the basically, Mataji, the answer for your question is, if in the world, right,
Yes, Prabhu.
along in the hotel, whoever eats non-veg, along with that, if you just put up, a transparent glass and see how the animal is cut and butchered and what pains it goes, if they put it in open transparent glass and you see, and the same thing you're eating, 90% of the people will become vegetarians. That means what? We don't feel the pain of others.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's the main thing. And another one is, Krishna says, so that is why, Mataji, even, our life is indebted to so many people. Even, someone who is growing the salt, from the ocean, even we are indebted to him. The salt which is directly coming onto our table is not just uh, sprouted in your kitchen. No, there was a man, there's a huge labor involved. And if they are not paid properly, we also get sins. So that is why, even when we say, even that is why, the vegetarian food is also sinful. Who is saying this? Krishna is saying this. In Bhagavad Gita, it comes. Krishna is saying that, no, you must eat only the food that is offered to him. That is why we offer, and we only take prasadam. We don't take any food that is not offered to Krishna. Because even the plants undergo the pain, everybody undergo the pain. So that's why the non-vegetarians say, oh, even the plants also undergo the pain, and even animals undergo the pain. So it is the same. No, it is not the same. Because the plants do have the power of patience. Okay. And the animals, when they don't have the power of patience, that's why they struggle a lot. And as I said, jivo jivasya jivanam. We cannot live eating anything. And if you see Ramayana, it is mentioned when Rama was going in the forest, right? Yogis were eating dried leaves, exactly to your point, because they were thinking, maybe if I kill the plant, I might get sin. No, 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 no. Let it dry. We will live on dried leaves. Some of them, they don't even want to give the pain to the dried ones. They were just living on air. That is the power of yogis. We don't have to go to that far. When I cover especially the food, Mataji, I will cover all different aspects. I need to show you so many verses which is there in the Vedas and all that. Okay. So my main point coming here is, you see, even plants have the senses. Okay. Plants also have the senses. In plants are also, there are three varieties: sattva plants, rajoguna plants, and tamoguna plants. Tamoguna plants are non-vegetarian. Have you seen that? Any non-veg plants? Plants that eat non-veg. You might have seen in
Touch me
Walmart.
not,
Huh?
touch me not plants.
They live on animals, is it, Mataji? Some insects?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Some
I think
pra-
small insects that sit on that plant. I think.
some
Okay.
plants get traps.
The fly traps. What do you call
Yeah,
the fly trap?
yeah.
I've seen that in Walmart. Fly trap plants. What is that called? Venus flytrap. You see, this is a tamoguna plant, deep tamoguna plant, and there are so many poisonous plants. Okay, they are all tamoguna because they thrive on blood of that insect. Okay, then comes the what is that? Rajoguna plant. Rajoguna plant are something that are what do you call? we see, like flower plants also we have, which does not have any smell. So there are many Rajoguna plants. Sattvic, we know, like the vegetables that we eat, except onion and garlic, all of them are Sattvic. Then the trees, like mango, there are these trees are mentioned in the Vedas. They are very, very auspicious. Banana is very auspicious because it has come. It is expansion of one of the wives of a rishi. And banana, what is the name of banana in Sanskrit? It is called Kadali Phalam. And Kadali is a wife of a rishi. Okay. So, and she's been especially favored to be the first offering to Lord Vishnu. So plants, fruits, everything. So all of us, we have like this, no? What in three modes of gunas? Three gunas we have: plants, fishes, and based on their guna, they will use their senses, these 8 primary senses, in doing all these 4. Apart from these 4, they don't have that uh, capacity to go beyond these 4 things. But humans have that, and that is what we call bhakti, dharma. Okay, this is Hitopadesha. What does it say? Ahara nidra bhayamaithunam cha sa pashubhir etat samana. Dharmo hi vishesho. It comes one more. Where is that? Let me bring that one. Let me find out. See this one. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunam cha maithunani samanyam etat pashubhir naranam. Samanyam. That means it is same. Jnanam naranam adhiko vishesho. Dharmo hi adhiko vishesho. Dharmo hina pashubhir samana. Here it's saying jnana. It is actually dharma. Okay. Dharmo hi vishesho. So that is what I'm getting in. The only difference is dharma that we humans can do and they cannot do. Okay. I will explain. You see, one dharma is the religion, which you all mentioned. There is other dharma which cannot change even if you become a dog, a plant, or any other things. Certain stones, they also have souls. Have you heard of it? The sthavara, jalaja navalakshani, I've mentioned, right? In that sthavara, plants and even certain rocks will also come. The sthapatis, the sculptures, right? They know that when they're making a
Shalagramasila.
Shalagram Shala is Vishnu himself, no doubt. Okay, that is Vishnu himself. There are, the Sthapatis, who is a very recent Sthapati, someone who made Ramalalla in Ayodhya. What was his
Arun
name?
Yogiraj.
Arun Yogiraj, correct. He made one, the statue. He made the statue or the, what do you call, Murti. He made a Murti of Lord Rama. So before doing that anything, when they select, right, they see whether that rock has prana or not. They have few things. So rocks also have, certain gemstones have it. They expand, the rocks expand, just like how we expand when we eat and then we inhale and all that. Even the rocks also expand. Mountains expands. Mountains, all of them have souls. That's a different subject matter. So all of them, even when you become your what is a plant, even a stone, okay, imagine even a rock, one thing will not change. What is that? Okay, that one thing is nothing but service. This is the constitutional position. You see, what is a dharma of a sugar?
To give sweet.
Correct. Wherever you go, that's a dharma. That's a constitutional position of a sugar. So that's a dharma of a sugar. It will not change. In its life, it will not change. Like dharma of a lion to kill someone, dharma of a dog to protect its owner, dharma of a fish to be food for the bigger fish, or dharma of the plants, again food or wood for humans, or food for another species, give shadows, fruits, and all those. So you see, everything is serving something else. Either it is serving the laws of material nature, right? So we are all eating. Why? To satisfy us, satisfy our belly, satisfy our tongue. You can say, okay, the richest person is not serving anyone. He has all the servants. No, he's serving his own senses. All the senses he's serving. So that one dharma does not change. Even you become an animal or a human or a rock or a plant, it doesn't. That service attitude does not change. So even when one becomes a Hindu or a Christianity or an Islam, the same person, the service attitude will not change. That is the dharma. And that dharma is what? Eternal dharma. Eternal dharma. And eternal meaning what? What do you mean by eternal? What is the meaning of eternal?
Just beyond something.
Eternal means always.
Holy.
Hmm?
Holy.
No. Always it is there. It was there previously, it is there current, and it will be there in the future also. And that always we call as Sanatana. The meaning of Sanatana is to be always existing. It existed in the past, it is existing now, and it will exist in future also. That is called Sanatana. And that is why we call as Sanatana Dharma. Our Dharma is not called Hinduism or something. We call as Sanatana Dharma. Eternal constitutional position of every person is what? Being subservient, providing service. So why can't we do service directly to the Lord Krishna and go back home? Anyway, we are serving. Anyway, we are serving our husbands, we are serving our wives, we are serving our relatives, everybody we are serving. In our office, we are serving our bosses. All the time you're serving. If there is no one to serve, I have got money, I have no one to serve, I'm serving my these senses, all 5 senses plus 3 senses. Every moment we are serving, if you see. And are we satisfied? We are serving again and again. Everybody, wife is making nice dishes lovingly for the husband, and husband does not even acknowledge. Husband trying very hard to keep up the family, wife doesn't acknowledge, or the family members don't acknowledge. Always there is a problem with the outer world, and that is why it is called dukkha alayam. Krishna says, no, this material world is called what? Dukkha alayam means place, dukkha means misery. This is a place of miseries. Don't expect good things out of this place of miseries. All of us have this dharma. What is that? To serve. And eternally it is going. From so many lifetimes we are serving. And we are still here, stuck here. So let's do one thing. Let's serve the Lord, Supreme Lord, in this one lifetime. Once we serve Him, it is so easy. We can just go back home, back to Godhead, because we all came from there. Every one of us, we came from the Vaikuntha. Every one of us. And we all fell down. And to revive us, Krishna is sending his own confidential devotees. He's making sure Durga Devi is the backside of Krishna, as in, the front when is the Lord, when you're always facing the Lord, and whenever you're not in front of the Lord, it's like you are under Maya, the light and darkness. They are like that. He's sending so many devotees to to advance us, to bring us home back to Godhead. He himself comes. So that is dharma. Dharma means something which does not change at all. So even when you go back to Godhead, to Vaikuntha, you will still be serving there. So you will be still serving Krishna in a very happy mood. Okay. Any questions before I started answering some previous questions? Any questions on this topic?
For serving Prabhuji, is there any way, a specific way to serve Lord Krishna?
Yes. That is what we have, Pancharatra Vidhi and all that. One is, how will you start serving the Lord? Okay, I will show you. Okay, when you say service, right? Service means there has to be some bhakti, devotion. There is no meaning to service without devotion. Okay. Actually, when you serve someone properly, it is with devotion.
Okay.
Right? Otherwise, there is no meaning for it. I still remember, when we all go to India, we go in flights and we have air hostess. They all service us.
Mm.
Okay. Once I was returning from Muscat, from Muscat to Chennai, and I was maybe the only one of the very few educated people in the plane.
Oh.
Entire plane.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you this by confidence because, now it's not there. Maybe at least 5 years ago, the moment you're reaching the Indian, the what is that, destination, you have to fill out a form
Mm-hmm.
with your name, passport number,
Mm-hmm.
what you're
Yeah.
carrying and everything.
Mm-hmm.
In that flight, I filled out nearly 100 forms, 100 and 120 forms.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, it was to Hyderabad. Yeah, it was to Hyderabad. 120 forms I filled, nearly around that. Why? All these Arab patis, their third wife or fourth wife, they get it from Hyderabad, and they all return home. They bring their wife after 3 years, 4 years. In that flight, most of them were like that.
Oh.
And each one is coming to me, and then they were asking me to write, and I was writing, and then in that relation is mentioned, what is the relation and why you are planning. They're telling me the relation, uh, coming here to drop my fourth wife. I'm like shocked. This is what they are planning. They don't even know how to write those, the husbands, Arab patis, and many of them were laborers. They didn't know how to write in English and all that. So in that flight, the air hostess was so rude. She was so frustrated. Oh, I'm serving these, what is it? These low class people.
Oh.
She was so adamant, so adamant. I was surprised. It was an Oman Air. So what I'm saying is, you do service, but you service without your devotion. That is still service, but it is not the topmost service. Serving the Lord with devotion is the highest. And how do we serve? Prahalad Maharaj gives us this. What is that? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam Padasevanam Vandanam. See, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, his father is asking, what's his name? Hiranyakashipu is asking, what do you mean by bhakti? So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnau, Bhaktischain, Navalakshana, Kriyeta Bhagavatyadha, Tanmanye Dhitam Uttamam. See, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Shravanam, the first one is called Shravanam. Then to glorify, Kirtanam. So in this session, I'm doing, no, I'm telling about the Lord. That is Shravanam, you're all hearing, and I'm glorifying. Smaranam, to think about the Lord 24 hours. Pada Sevanam, to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. Archanam, to do the puja and worshipping the Lord. Vandanam, to do obeisances, pranamam to the Lord. Dasyam, to become servant. Sakhyam, to become friend. Atmanivedanam, that means to surrender everything to him. These are what? Iti Pumsarapita Vishnu Bhaktischena Navalakshana. These are the 9 process of bhakti that you can serve the Lord. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, you will see there is one personality for each of the service, very famous. Shravanam, you know who is a personality for Shravanam? It is Parikshit Maharaj. He became, just by listening to the Srimad Bhagavatam, he got liberated. Shukadev Goswami, just by doing the Kirtana means not only the songs, it's like what we are discussing now, that's also Kirtana. To discuss about the Lord, to tell about the Lord, his creation, his potencies, that is also Kirtana. Okay, and it's very specifically says Vishnoho. Okay, then Smaranam, to think about the Lord always. Which personality do you think always thinks about the Lord?
Prahlada?
Prahalada himself, correct. Prahalada himself thinks when he's put down or thrown from top of the mountain to top, he's thinking of the Lord. And the Lord caught him in his soft hands. Okay, Pada Sevanam. That means serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Who? Very famous. Always serving the lotus feet of the Lord.
Mata Lakshmi.
Yes, Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi is, her life is successful because of this service. Archanam. It is Prithu Maharaj. Okay, it comes in Srimad Bhagavatam by performing grand, elaborate worship to the deity. Vandanam. Just by prostrating on the feet, on the ground in front of the Lord, he got liberated.
Arjuna?
No. Vidura. Is it Vidura? No. Kamsa sends one person, remember, to bring Krishna and Balrama. It is Akrura. Akrura is sent by Kamsa to bring Krishna and Balarama to Mathura from Vrindavan. The moment Akrura sees the lotus feet of Krishna, the footprints on the soft sands of the soil of Vrindavan, he immediately falls down and he starts rolling down. Okay, Vandanam. Dasyam, being servant of the Lord. Who is the best servant of the Lord? That we know. Okay.
Hanuman.
Hanuman. Yes, Hanuman. Sakhyam means friendship.
Sugriv.
Okay.
Garuda.
Sudama.
Sudama. Yes. Who was in Mahabharata on the chariot? Same chariot. Krishna and
Arjuna.
Arjuna.
Arjuna. Okay. His example is quoted. Atmanivedanam. Who gave everything for the Lord. His own body, everything he put it.
Sibi.
Huh? No. Shibi did it for Indra in that actually. But this is
Maharshi Dadichi.
Dadhichi also he surrendered. He again gave his bones to
Yeah.
Indra.
Indra.
But this is for the Lord.
Oh.
And at this time, it's very famously celebrated in Kerala.
Oh, Bali Chakravarti.
Yes, Bali Chakravarti, Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj. Yeah.
So Bali Maharaj, he surrendered everything. Vamanadev pressed him into the Patala. He didn't kill him, you see.
Yeah.
And Vamanadev became a doorkeeper there for Bali Maharaj in Patala Loka. So you see, these are the 9 processes of bhakti. If anyone asks you what is bhakti, say this is bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. So the first one that starts is Shravanam. Shravanam is the first thing that it starts. Then what happens? Then you will, once you hear nicely, then you will preach and you also sing like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We do Kirtan also. Then once these 2 things are done, automatically what happens? You will start thinking about the Lord. And then you want to do some seva to the Lord. Then what happens? You want to worship the Lord. You pay obeisances to the Lord. You become servant of the Lord. Then you gradually you will become what? Friend to the Lord. And finally you dedicate everything for the Lord. So that's why it says, Sevon mukhehi jihvadav. See? अतः श्रीकृष्णनामादीना भवेत् ग्राह्यमिन्द्रैः सेवोन्मुखैः जिह्वादन् स्वयम् एव स्फुरत्यदः. Okay, this is the complicated translation, but I will tell you one thing. Jihva means what? What do you mean by jihva?
Tongue.
Tongue, correct? So your seva, that means service. Just now we spoke about service. It starts with your tongue. The chief, what is that sense in your body is your tongue actually. It is a taste, mouth. Chief ingredient or chief sense. If this is controlled, automatically all these things will even mind, these things will also be controlled. The subtle senses and gross senses, everything will be controlled by just one element, taste. So important it is give this taste senses. So that's why in Nectar of Instruction also, I will show you. What is Nectar of Instruction? See the first verse. Where is the first verse? Vacho Vegam. You see the first verse in this is Vacho Vegam. Manasa Rodha Vegam. The first thing is Vachaha, the speech, or the Jihva, the taste. That is the first thing. So how will you put your mouth or your tongue in the service of Krishna?
By glorifying about Krishna,
Okay. By doing so, but like how?
by praying, prayer.
Okay. First thing is I mentioned about the Hare Krishna mantra. Just do that.
Chanting.
Just chanting. Just by chanting. You see, the chanting is so nice because in Kali Yuga, Krishna is in a Channa avatar. Channa means hidden avatar. See, what is that? Why does the Lord come? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. The Lord comes. Why? Because uh, when there is a decline in religion, He comes to re-establish it, and He comes again to protect the devotees and to kill the miscreants. Kali Yuga is worse than any other yugas. Then why the Lord is not there? It is so worst, Kali Yuga. And that is where the literatures, the Srimad Bhagavatam, it says the Lord Krishna has taken avatar in this yuga as Channa avatar. Channa, that means in hidden avatar. What is that hidden avatar? That he has taken the avatar of his holy name, of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just keep chanting. Only devotees will know that he has come. Everybody of you will experience Krishna. Everyone. Slowly, first of all, we get purified. We get purified and purified and purified. Then you can experience him. First-hand experience. You said, remember the 5 pramanas I gave: Pratyaksha pramana, Anumana pramana, and Shabda pramana. Based on Shabda pramana, based on our Vedas, we follow it. Then all our doubts will be cleared. Automatically, we can experience the Lord first-hand, Pratyaksha. Once we are completely purified, we will experience the Lord in first hand. So, 1 minute. So seva, you said, no? Sevon mukhahi jihvadav. Where did I write that mouth? Okay. See. So mouth glorifying about the Lord. Okay. That is okay. That is glorifying the Lord. But what else mouth can do? What else mouth can do? Hare Krishna.
Not hurting others.
That is by speech. What else mouth can do? Eating prasadam, you see? Eating, no? Eating. My mouth can also eat. So, first, that is why our prasadam distribution program is one of the primary importance is that we feed Krishna prasadam. Krishna is non-different from his prasadam also. So, we feed prasadam. We don't feed annam. We feed prasadam. So, the moment that thing goes inside, there is some purity. And that is why, if you see, the cost of our prasadam preparation is very high. Okay, because we serve the Lord. It is not to serve the public in general. First, it is to serve the Lord, what the Lord likes, how the Lord will eat it. So we prepare in the highest quality. We don't even purchase ghee outside. We purchase butter, then make ghee, and in ghee we prepare. The last week we made Sriranga Kadamba Sadam, and I think we got a very good response. I think Lavanya Mataji was there, so she was supposed to join this call but couldn't. So she was there with us, and I was talking to people generally, but people were coming again and again and taking the prasadam. I was telling that prasadam was so nice, so nice. And last week even India Bazaar manager, so even she came and she said that the puja, her name is Puja. She said that Prabhuji, the prasadam is so nice, like we all love it. So when they are glorifying the prasadam, it's not that I'm taking the credit. So because prasadam is non-different from Krishna, so Krishna is automatically glorified. His prasadam is glorified, he is glorified. So with their mouth, they don't need to, say big things like big mantras or nothing. Wow, prasadam is nice. This deity dressing is so beautiful. They look so nice. Enough. Kirtanam it becomes. So with mouth, you can do two things. One is glorify the Lord, okay? And the other one is eat prasadam. Take prasadam. You just do these two things. Every other sense will come under control automatically. We don't have to do any kind of Ashtanga yoga, nothing required. Start with these two things, rest everything will come under control. If you have to control the horses, where do you control? If you want to control a horse, how do you control?
Like,
Tie a rope on the nose.
Nose, yes. The nose is very sensitive for horses. For elephant, it's kumbha. What is that called? It's where the person sits on top of its neck, and then there is its head. Basically, the head is the most sensitive part. For if you want to control a elephant, that person, whoever is controlling, he gets onto the neck of elephant and he pokes it onto the head. That is a no, pivotal part to control. So like that, we also have that. What is it? Mouth. Control these two things: what you eat and what you speak, basically. And when I meant speak means glorify about the Lord. See, we can't control, because we have been habituated not in the only in this life. We have been habituated from so many lives to talk all nonsense. Suddenly it has to stop. For pure devotees, it can happen immediately, but for general public, it won't happen. So first we purify the mouth by taking prasadam, control that tongue by keep chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Automatically, all the senses will come under control. Okay, I will stop here. Any other questions?
no. No.
Prabhuji, for making prasadam and all, if I want to make prasadam, it's very difficult. Like in the early morning, I had to take bath and do all the things. So for my daughter, I prepare like that, and after that, can I take bath and I do the prasadam for the Lord
Yeah,
Krishna?
yeah, yes. So
And
the first thing itself means, Mataji, yeah, you see what you can do, okay? Uh, because we have to see the practicality also, that
Mhm.
how you have to do and all that. So basically, there are different types of prasadam, and I'll tell you later on how it can be offered also. Okay,
Uh-huh.
offering is very important part.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You can at least, first of all, what you do when you are packing anything you're making,
Mm.
chant with Prabhupada has done this, so I'm telling you the same thing for the
Uh-huh.
new persons. They say whenever you cook food, at least be clean,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then when you cook food, after just chant Hare Krishna mantra 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you're eating food and it's not been offered and all that, before you eat, just chant Hare Krishna mantra 3 times. Start with that.
Okay.
Start with that. Then I will tell you. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
In the further sessions, I'll tell you. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
one more thing I wanted to say today is in the last to last sessions, I think Havisha Mataji, she brought up one point about that Mataji went to Adi Kailash. Okay. And in Adi Kailash, what was that, Mataji? There was a guide, is it? Tourist guide?
Like, it's Rashmi Mataji. It's me,
Oh, it's you who told?
Rashmi.
Oh, you told you went to Adi Kailash?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Harsha Mataji. Okay. Sorry, I got confused. So who was that? It was a guide?
It was about So what was that, Prabhuji?
In Adi Kailash, you found some brains of
Yeah,
demigods
yeah.
and
So there is a place where Pandavas lived. The place name is Kuti. That is Kunti. The place name is
uh-huh.
Kunti.
Mhm.
So there is it is a like unknown place. It was a trekking we went,
Okay,
and
okay.
that place is called Chaka, where we have to trek 2 mountains and cross the mountains, and we have one more mountain where
Hmm.
there was a range of gods and demons. So some fought was there between these two,
Hmm.
and literally we can feel that brains which was there on that mountain. If anyone
Okay.
is interested, I can send that video also. I have
Oh,
with
yeah,
me.
yeah. Please share that video.
Sure. So we can feel that white part was that god one, and we
Mm-hmm.
had some muddy or some reddish color that was for demon's brain, they say.
Mm-hmm.
So like how can we believe that is that so happen, or
That
is
is
it
true,
true?
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Where did I write it? Somewhere I was writing it. Okay. Just give me one moment. I don't know which notes I wrote. Tamasikam places pratyaksha pramana. Okay. Bona fide source, right? So how do we know that a particular place is bona fide or not? Okay. That is based on three things. What is that? Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. Guru is our starting point, and Guru must be in accordance with the Shastras. And there are other devotees also. All three of them should be concurrent on the same truth. Okay. So I mentioned, right, the four sampradayas: Sri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Kumara Sampradaya. So Shankaracharya is coming in which sampradaya?
Rudra.
No. What is not Rudra?
Kumara?
No.
I think he doesn't belong to any of these four. Something.
Actually, no. His guru is there in this four.
Brahma Sampradaya, Madhvacharya.
Yes. Yes. It was, see, Madhvacharya and Shankaracharya are like contemporaries. Both of them have the same guru. Who is that? Vyasadeva.
Yes.
Okay. And Vyasadeva instructed, Shankaracharya in a particular way. That is why there is a one, what is the shloka that all the Smarta Brahmanas use it in their morning prayers also. They say, Shankaracharya Madhyama, they say. Let me find out that.
Guru Sukta?
Mm. See, Sadashiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, like that. Asmadacharya Pargyantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. They say like that. Okay. Sometimes before Sadashiva, they say Vyasa also. Okay. So, why I'm saying that is the truth, right? When you say when you have gone there and you have seen, there has to be some proof. First is whether the Shastras talk about it. So I went through I know the answer the last time when you said, right? And I gave an exact opposite meaning, like, opposite circumstance. When the local tour guides, they make up stories. They have done it like that. Not only this thing, even some Brahmanas for some bribe, they made up stories. Lot of things have happened. But how do we know it is true? So I went through the Vedas, right? Some of the scriptures I went. So in Ramayana, I know it was there, because last year when I gave Uttara Ramayana lectures, in that when I went through, in Uttara Ramayana, in the specific Kanda, there is a description of the demigods fighting with all demons. That where it happened? At the foothills of Kailasha.
Oh.
Because Ravana was so arrogant, so arrogant. He won. Okay, what is Ravana's name? Ravana is not, he put, he changed his name. That is kind of a nickname of Ravana became is an actual nickname which he converted that name to. What was that, his actual name?
Dashanand?
Dashakantanatha, because he had 10 heads. And the 10 head, Kantha means necks. So he had 10 necks. 10 necks means obviously 10 heads he will have. So, Vali says this in Uttara Ramayana also. Vali says it. What are you? What creature are you? You look like a insect or a worm, 10-headed worm. What are you? Like that. So he had 10 heads, and with 10 heads he was fighting. And he didn't like that name, and he didn't like his form, and also that's why he did great penance. And one of the this thing was from that penance was he got the energy, like he can change his 10 heads into one head. So that's why normally he is seen as one head, but when he's put in utmost pressure and difficulty, all his 10 heads will come out. That happened with Vali, that happened with Rama also at the end. And here in this case, because Ravana would go and he challenged every demigod. So he knew Shiva was very great. He is not a bhakta of Shiva immediate at the first. Okay, he was not at all a bhakta. He was not at all a devotee of Shiva. He declared a war against Shiva. In Uttara Ramayana it comes. Then Shiva, Kali, Kali also fights in that war. And Kali couldn't be subdued. Kali couldn't subdue the army of Ravana. That powerful Ravana became. And finally, Shiva also fought. And then Shiva, what he did is he's like, Ravana was going, Dashakantanatha was going beyond control. And then he did, okay, let me show my, I will not kill him because Brahma, he has got the power, the boon from Brahma, but I'll show my power. So what Shiva did, he just pressed the Kailasha with his toe. Just pressed it down. And Ravana, what he was trying to do, he was trying to lift the Kailasha Parvata only. Then, the power of Shiva was so high that, his hands were getting crushed under the weight of Kailasha Parvata. And this Dashakantha, he made the sound so loud that with 10 heads he was screaming that Shiva said, "What are you? Ravanam Ravaneticha." That means he says this verse. Ravanam means, you know what? What is Ravanam?
Roaring.
Loud,
Exactly.
loud crying.
Loud noise, roaring noise. That is Ravanam. So he made that sound. And he called him Ravana. Ravanam Ravaneti. That means, what are you? Why are you shouting like this? Oh, shouter. Oh, screamer. Like that, he said. Then he liked the name. So why I'm saying all this is, that a war happened there. And then when Shiva subdued, immediately Ravana becomes a servant. Whoever is powerful to him, he becomes like a servant. In front of Vali, he becomes like that. In front of Shiva, he becomes like that. There are certain people under whom, he first tries to fight with them, and if he cannot win, he tries to become a friend. Okay, that is the Ravana's quality. So in that Uttara Ramayana, it is mentioned that many dead bodies of demigods were there, and the dead bodies of even Rakshasas were. Both of them were there. So it is mentioned there. But I don't know if those are the brains and those parts. That thing I don't know. But the war had happened on the foothills of Kailasha. The war had happened. It's mentioned in the Ramayana. I know in one Ramayana, I know. Second in what is it? Srimad Bhagavatam it comes. Again, Srimad Bhagavatam it comes. Hiranyakashipu fighting. That comes where he also fought in the foothills of Kailasha.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Thank
one more thing comes was where, when Amrita Kalasha was taken away, when all demigods had it, that time later on, one fight happens. Okay. So multiple fights have happened at the foothills of Kailasha. So from Shastra, we have the evidence that it has happened. Now some gurus or some devotees have to confirm that, if that was the case. So that part I don't know. From scriptural standpoint, it is there. It is true. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. And
So,
also, we have that, we have heard about the story of how Ganesha got that trunk face.
correct.
If
Yes.
that is the story, what we believe, and if we want to proof of that, even for this also, what I can say is, same when we went for Adi Kailash, we had went on Ganesh Chaturthi day itself last year. So on
Okay.
that day, what was that mesmerizing was, we could see the face of Lord Ganesh on Mount Kailash. It's just what we worship, the same trunk, that image only we got to see on that day. So
Oh,
by this,
really?
yeah,
Okay.
even I can share that photo if you want.
Share the photos with me.
Yeah, the same, whatever we worship, the same trunk, the eyes, everything, it was so visible on that day on the mountain, on the mount of Adi Kailas.
Hmm.
So by this, we come to know that there was something which is related to that image, what we have heard about the stories.
Yes, yes, it is definitely there, Mataji, no doubt. Because
Mhm.
see, the whole, if it had not been Lord Ganesha, we wouldn't be talking all this now.
Correct.
Okay, it
Exactly.
was, yeah. See, we worship Ganesha with a broken tooth.
Yes.
See? Why did he break the tooth?
Mm,
To write Mahabharata.
Not only Mahabharata, all the Puranas.
Okay.
Because Vyasadev, not only Puranas, the Vedangas, Vedantas, no, Vyasadev had so much, abundance literature that he was looking for someone who can write. That means he cannot stop again. Okay, did you write correctly? He cannot review it, because when someone, when great devotee is being, when they say Bhagavatam, it pours down like rain. It doesn't stop.
Yeah. He used to say that so fast, only
Ah,
Ganesha can pick up that speed to write.
yeah, only Lord Ganesha could do it. So it is his mercy that we all have today, all the Puranas and all these things. So they say it, for scientific view, it doesn't, it won't make sense. Oh, how some elephant face is put on a man's body and then reduced to the size of a man's head and all that. See, our sages can do anything. They did an IVF for Balram, isn't it? They transplanted the baby from the womb of a Devaki to the womb of, oh, Rohini. Our sages can do anything. It's all material again. It's not nothing to do with spirituality. It's all material things. But they were so powerful in that material knowledge. So the best thing is to see, Pratyaksha Pramana is not always it can be proved. So Shabda Pramana is the most important thing. Whether it is told in our Puranas, yes or no, that's all. It matters. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing the pastime.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. All right. I'll stop here. We'll just chant Hare Krishna for 3 times. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So just one thing now, since it's been a vacation week, this week and next week, how many of you can actually make it?
I
think
can make it, Prabhuji.
you can make it. Okay.
Yeah, I can make tomorrow and day after.
Okay.
Thursday I may not be available.
Okay, Mataji. Okay. Others?
I'm not
I'm
available for
available
2
to
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks now there. Yeah.
I'm available.
You're available. Okay.
I am available except for tomorrow, Prabhu.
Except for tomorrow. Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
I'm available tomorrow.
You're available. Yeah. Sure, Mataji. We have all of us, we'll pray for you, Mataji. So Havisha Mataji is carrying a baby and she's taken this very important period of her life to utilize this time to hear this Krishna Katha. So obviously I'm expecting a very bright child. The Loka Rakshaka should be born to you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So thank you. So we'll see, we'll just cut short. I will just say a few verses and then we'll do more of chanting. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.